Hey, what's happening, everybody? Good Sunday to you. Hope that you're having a blessed Sunday so far. I'm a little bit excited about today because, as you can see, I'm on camera, but these large hands are empty. That's because I'm using the camera stand or the tripod deal that I got from one of you subscribers. As they requested, they didn't want to know. They didn't want nobody to know, you know, who they were. They just was trying to bless me. And once again, I sincerely thank them for that very, very kind gesture. So I'm gonna get on with the video. As you can see, I got the, well, you can't see it, but I got the tripod set up on my parts washer. What I'm gonna be doing is in this area here, I'm gonna be putting in my cousin's Impala. I gotta change the oil. I think he got air filter and spark plugs, wires, distributor cap, rotor button, all that good stuff. And I got to get up on it to check and see where some transmission fluid leaking at. And then on my Impala, I'm gonna try to move y'all a little bit so you can see. Now forgive me if you don't see what I'm trying to get you to see, because I'm using this tripod thing for the first time. As you can see, you see something missing. Yep, something is definitely missing. I had to take the carburetor off. I went ahead and did that last night because I know I wasn't gonna be doing nothing with it running wise today. So I went ahead and took it off. And what I'm gonna be doing is, once I get back to this car, if I get back to it today, I want to try to see if I can iron out that wiring on the headlights. That way I can find out if I need to go ahead and order another set or not, or if I just want to go ahead and just, you know, use the ones I got if the wiring is the issue. So just stay tuned. And I'm gonna cut y'all back on when I get that car on the ramps, which will be in this spot over here. So I'm hoping that everything will be simple with it, because I'm only in 18, and I'll show y'all, you know, who people ain't never seen it. You know what a carport look like, but what it is it's an 18 by 21. And by the time I got this big car in here, and then I put one on this side, then, you know, that's pretty much all my space. But, you know, hey, I do what I got to do with what I got available to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and prop y'all up best I can with this camera and with this stand, and then I'm gonna get that car over there on the ramp. So next time the camera be on, I should have that car up on the ramps. So just stay tuned. All right, y'all. That loud running car back there is what I was telling you about. It's got probably one of them donut gaskets leaking. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get it on the ramps, which I done went on ahead and set. And then I'm gonna get it up in the air, well, not up in the air, but on the ramps, and then I'm gonna cut them off and then get started working on it. So y'all just, I guess you can just watch and see if I can get it on the ramp. I hope it don't cut off on the way up there. All right, got it up there safely. Now it's time to get to work. All right, guys, you're probably not gonna be able to see a whole lot of what I'm doing on the kind of where the phone and all that is set up at, but at least it's better than what it was with me doing a whole bunch of pausing and working and pausing and working. So what I'm getting ready to do is, it's a little bit warm from when I had to get it pulled in here on the ramps. So I'm gonna get up under it, check for the transmission fluid leak, and then I'm gonna also go ahead and drain the oil and take the old filter off. And then as it's cooling down, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and start on the tune-up, which is all this stuff pretty easy on these old cars like this, as long as ain't nothing too too rusty or whatever. But let me get I noticed that the power steering was really hard on it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put him some in there. I had a bottle that was inside the shop. I'm going to put him some power steering fluid in. That way, at least it'll be easy for me to maneuver. If he got a serious leak on it, then I'll let him know once I talk to him again. But he got let me get this camera up and just show y'all what's going on. This is the stuff that he got for himself. He got XL wires, Autolite spark plugs, AC Deco oil filter. You can clearly see the engine on, but since it's so far back, I'll put that up there. Just some simple stuff for these old cars. He got him a OEM replacement fuel pump. Let me see what else he got. Distributor cap, and this should be the rotary button. Yeah, it's the rotary button. So I got to get all this stuff here up under the hood of that car. So let me get y'all set back up over here. Get y'all set back up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go under it and start draining the fluids out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain the fluids out, and then I'm gonna turn y'all back on once I start doing some actual work up under here, and maybe you can follow along or whatever, and I'll show you some stuff that some of you may not know. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you probably done messed with this old stuff before. Some of you haven't, but as I was told, nobody knows everything. So if you got an old car like this here that you're trying to revive and put back on the road, this is some of the simple stuff that you want to do to get it set back up, the way you can drive it. It's kind of like the same thing I did in my car, but this here one is, I think, is like 9 years older. So I'm gonna turn y'all back off, and then when I cut you back on, hopefully you'll be able to see me up under the hood doing some things. So just stay tuned. All right, y'all. As you can see, I had to pause off my real work so I can work on this high-end project right here. My son wanted to cut that music off, bro. Before I be done get copyrighted again. I forgot all about that. Put the screen on there and hit the pause button. All right, now leave it like that. That's one of the reasons y'all don't hear music in the background no more. One of my videos had something playing in it, and I guess they figured it out, or however they see that sort of stuff, and then they sent me a message saying I was copyrighted. So now whatever money that video make won't even go to me, but it's all good. I ain't making no videos for y'all to listen to music. I'm making videos for y'all to be able to see the stuff that I do and why I do it, and to try to be a blessing. Come on, buddy, you gotta hold the bike. I'm not going to lift it up a lot now. That should be good right there. Okay. Try that out, and then let me know how it feels. All right, sir. Your bill is $1,000. How you going to pay it?
You're joking.
Y'all see what I'm dealing with? Can't even get paid for your work no more. All right, I'm back, guys. I had to get my battery charge out because I can't have this running with the carburetor off, of course. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready to check for power and ground. The camera ain't showing y'all, but I got to get ready to check for power and ground. We're actually right now just ground at these light circuits. What you doing? Yeah, I am recording. Now go in the house and grandma so you can try them pants on. I don't want her to have to tell you again. All right, so what I'm gonna do is try to see if I can get this set up. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm trying to set it up where y'all can see it. I know it's kind of far away. Let me see if I can angle this thing down. Y'all excuse me. I'm getting used to this thing a little bit by a little bit. See if I can maybe let it down some. That might be good. Well, I want y'all to be able to see the voltmeter. All right. Now, cut this line on this voltmeter. Yeah, that'll help. That'll help so y'all will be able to see. Now, let me check the ground side of this. 0.004 ohms. Y'all see it? Well, it looked backwards in the camera, but it's 0.005 ohms. And then on the low beam side, 0.005 ohms. So I'm gonna go to the ones on the other side of the car, which y'all should be able to see when I go over there. I got ground there, 0.005 ohms. And, oh, why you do that? And I got ground on the other side. So now, what we're gonna do next, we're gonna put it on direct voltage. And I'm gonna have to go in the car and cut the headlights on and make sure I'm getting signal where I'm supposed to be getting it at. Let me move this back some more because I want y'all to be able to see the lights and not just the meter. Yeah, that might be a good little shot right there. All right. Alright, as you can see, bottom thing's bright. You got low beam. And on this side, y'all can't tell it from the camera, but it's actually in the shape of a T. So both of them work. Now I'm gonna switch it to high beam. Alright, with the high beam, the outside came all the way on, which I don't think it's supposed to work like that. And then the inside turned into the letter T. Same thing with that one. So we got power to them, and they are working now. But it was acting kind of crazy before. I might got an issue with wiring, but I don't know. We have to do some more digging and see. All right, so we got ground at all four, and we got source voltage at all four. Now, what I don't understand about these lights is why when the high beams come on, what used to be the low beam goes to high beam, and then what would be the high beam switch to the low beam. I know it sounds confusing, but normally the one closer to the inside is your high beam, right here. And the one on the outside normally be your low beam. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and illustrate this. I know it's kind of far away. Let me see if I can zoom into it so I can show y'all what it looked like. See if I can zoom in with this thing with it recording. I cannot zoom. The phone said cannot zoom in this mode. Well, thank you, phone. I wish you'd have told me that before I tried it. But what normally happens with this being the high beam, when this high beam come on, all 3 rows of LEDs supposed to light up. And with the low beam, the way they say it's designed, you have the top row that'll light up, and then the two middle going down, sort of like a letter T, like a capital letter T or whatever. But what happens when I cut on the high beams, this actually lights all the way up like a high beam. And then what's supposed to be the high beam, in my opinion, or like how it used to be, turns into the letter T or whatever. Just the letter T, I'll say, lights up. So I'm not sure if I need to swap them from one side to the other. I don't know if it'll make a difference. I may try it just to see what happens. If it works, great. If it don't, then it is what it is. But I'm glad that all of them are working now. What I'm a little bit skeptical about, though, is why did they only work after I took them out? Because when I had them in the car, they was acting kind of weird. Like the ones over here was dim, and the ones over here was working like how you see now. So, you know, 40-plus-year-old car, maybe I got some faulty wiring somewhere. I did see some evidence of squirrels living in this car a long while ago, so it ain't no telling what was going on with it. But I might just try that just for the heck of it. I'm gonna take the lights and swap them and see if it changed, see if the operation changed. If it do, then great. I'll go ahead and put it back in for the final time and put my bells back on. And if not, I'll leave it like it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I ain't gonna let y'all know how to swap lights. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, the video or whatever, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'll let y'all see how it turns out. All right, I done swapped them out. Now I'm about to cut them on and see what happens. All right, letter T. Letter T. Now let me see what happens when I cut the brights on. They pretty much did the same thing. But I'm wondering why this one ain't came on. It ain't on at all. Oh, no wonder. The connector don't come out the wire don't come out the back of the connector. No wonder they done that. Alright, y'all bear with me. I ain't got no pigtails with me right now, but this doggone thing on and come all the way out the back of the connector. Well, they reckon however they gonna work. I'm glad all four of them on because they were doing something different than it was the last time. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave them on, and then I'm gonna hook them back in the where they're supposed to go. And if they stay like that, then I'm gonna lock them down, put the bells back on, and I'm gonna just be done with that. Because I don't know if they're supposed to work like that or not, but at least they're working. So that's how you check your circuits on your. I'm gonna kill the battery and cut my voltmeter off. That's how you check your circuits for your headlights on any vehicle. You got to have a signal or a source voltage, and you got to have a ground, and you got to have a load, of course. If you got a bad light, of course, it ain't gonna come on whether you got all that. But that was a quick little how-to that I kind of sort of didn't plan on, but I'm glad I shared with y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these things put back in, and then I'm gonna check this other car and make sure to see if all of them finished draining, so I can get out from under it, and then I'll probably start on the spark plugs. If I don't, I'll have to do another video of messing with that car there tomorrow, because I can't stay out here too late. I got to get my son back home so he can get ready to wash and get ready for bed, because he got school in the morning. But I'll do as much as I can, and I'll share as much as I can with you guys, and hope that you be blessed from it and that you learn something from it. All right, y'all. I might get ready to close the video out. If I think I might be already closed it out from yesterday, but it's kind of a 2-day video with a whole bunch of the same but different things in it. So I got the lights straight as I'm gonna get them. It's actually not the lights themselves. It was the connectors from the car. I may order some pigtails to put on it just to make sure it's got a good secure connection. And I may not. It all depends on how they work. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the oil change on this other Impala. And that's gonna be all I'm gonna do with it tonight. Cause as you can see, it's done got dark. And like I said earlier in the video, I got to get my son home so he can get ready for school and whatnot in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the oil change on this, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it an evening. And when I get back down here, hopefully in the next video, I'll also be finishing this up. But I got to start on that carburetor rebuild so I can get this here back running. As always, be blessed, stay encouraged, keep wrenching. Y'all have a blessed night.